Monday, November 6, 2023. Ford Raptor. Let's see where am I till now. I have washed a couple of parts I have placed in order. This involving measurements for the rocker arm, I already bleed the lifters by the way, for the shaft where it's running. Camshaft screen need to be replaced. Okay, both of them are gonna replace. It became brittle from the oil all these years. Cam adjuster and cylinder head and the worst valve. No, the valve is okay, the valve guide is not okay. Alright, we are going to the number 2 cylinder here, exhaust valve. Alright, just to see that, here up, more up I have the valve. I'm using the lower point of the guide. Just a second, turn on the light. Alright. But I'm saying that there is so much wear on the guide down here. Alright. And as soon as you're going more in, you see that's a little bit less. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. This guide, it's the worst guide. From the bank one, at least. Alright, I just get one measurement. You see that it fits here inside. Like this, it doesn't fit. You have become like an egg. It doesn't fit anywhere else in any other guide. Alright, but on this guide, it fits inside because it's the one with the more wear. And if you measure it, it's a little bit more than 900 of millimeter. Almost 1/10 of millimeter. So for me, it's gonna be nice if we change the valve guides to don't have any headache. That's from the cylinder head. The valve seats looks excellent, looks beautiful. I don't see any problem whatsoever. Then, regarding the valves, for the 300,000 kilometers, it's excellent. All right, need to be lapped. You see how it's the pattern here. All this I can disappear it, I can lap it. It's gonna be beautiful. The stem, it's perfect, there is no problem whatsoever, but you see how it looks like down. It's classic exhaust valve. Intake, from the other hand, it looks much better. If I have to guess, I'm gonna spend 2 to 3 minutes lapping the exhaust, not more than 3 minutes, not less than 2 minutes. For the intake, it's gonna be 1 minute only. By lapping it for 1 minute, it's gonna become perfect. That's for the valves, intake exhaust valves. All right, camshaft. There is some wear, but it's not significant, especially when it's running on a needle bearing. It's not that much the wear of the camshaft. It can stay. Rocker arm. There is some run out. What I did, I just check the run out. I just place it here. Need to put some oil now again. It's not the best to put it dry inside, all right? And then if you put it here, and then you see there is 5,000 of an inch run out. All right, so in both ways, where you're gonna put it, and you can see it by eye actually. You can see it there that has the wear. Here there is no wear. Now, you cannot just flip this shaft. It's not gonna be right because you're gonna move the run out from the other side, and then it's gonna be much more sloppy. Plus, there are these two oil galleries, these two holes. These two holes, it has to meet these two holes. One is here for the hydraulic lifter, to fill up the hydraulic lifter, and the other one is back over here, that's spraying oil to the roller, to the needle bearing here back. That's a small hole over there. This is to provide lubrication here back, and this is to provide pressure on the hydraulic lifter. So it's not wait, if let us say if I turn it and I make it upside down, it's gonna be wrong because these holes are never gonna meet these holes over there. I hope that make myself clear, right? It's not gonna have an oil pressure for the lifter, it's not gonna have a lubrication for the needle bearing. So it's out of question to flip the shaft. This piece I'm talking about. Now, the shaft is a little bit more hard than the than the rocker arm, and it's not suffering that much. It's minor the wear what has. It's just only the coating what you see that went away. How you can screw it up, how you can destroy, how you can break a rocker arm. I'm gonna give you a scenario. If it has so much wear here inside and it's playing, and you don't have a good oil pressure, and you have the oil inside for 15,000 kilometers, and it's been contaminated and doesn't have a good lubrication, doesn't have a good film strength, you can destroy the rocker arm, clearly, right? And then there is another thing. If it failed the needle bearing, it can destroy the rocker arm. If it failed the hydraulic lifter, this piece here of the hydraulic lifter, and get jammed between the valve and the rocker arm, you're gonna make so much tension here that you're gonna snap the rocker arm. Again, the most wear that has these parts, the most wear, it's when the oil, the life of the oil goes to the end. That means when it comes a time to make an oil change, and you are revving the engine, and you're pushing the engine, and the oil temperature goes up, and the oil needs to be replaced, there you have the most wear. Everywhere actually, not only there. It's much more critical. All right. So, it can work, don't ask me how long. It has already 350,000 kilometers. For 350,000 kilometers, it looks beautiful, eh? By the way, I don't see any problem other than the valve spring. All right, and obviously the valves that have this kind of pattern here, it's normal. If it was a direct injection, it's gonna be much worse than this, because port injection is okay. Now let's finish the video with the cam adjuster. A cam adjuster from a Ford, so lovely. It's okay. There is nothing wear. There's no wear. 350,000 kilometers, and then you see that's the pin. This is where it's locking. Here at this position, there is nothing. Zero wear here. Fine. It's running on these pads. I don't remember what's the name of these pads, to be honest. Somehow they're calling it that has a spring behind this. The lower one is the inner, and the upper one it's the outer. That's how it's separated. The check valve, a one-way valve. All right, it goes this way. You cannot mix it up. You cannot put it other way around. Then inside there is no wear at all. I mean, if you're asking me, this cam adjuster, it can make another 350,000 kilometers without any problem. There is no scoring, there's no problem whatsoever. Even here where it's running the timing chain, it doesn't have significant wear from the chain. So the cam adjuster, assembly, lubricant, closing it together, torquing it down, everybody happy. There is nothing wrong with the cam adjuster. Then there's nothing wrong with the camshaft itself. It's running nice and true, straight. The rocker arms, you're gonna be welcome to be a new one with a shaft, but it is what it is. Because if it fail any needle bearing, any from the roller here, or if it fail any lifter, you can say goodbye. It's gonna snap. Fortunately, they're not causing problems. They're just hanging there. But you never know. You don't want to have broken parts inside of the engine, right? Yeah. So valve seals, obviously, we're gonna put a new one. I'm not gonna put the old one. Valve springs, new one, OEM, as far as I know. The screen, I need two of those, one from each bank to put a new one. That's one small update for the Raptor. And like I said, I'm gonna continue with the other cylinder head, all right? Because I need to strip it off. I want to make the same thing what I have done with this. I need to bring it at this state, also the bank too. And then both cylinder heads need to be sanded for first to fix the guides, first to change the guides and to be okay. Then for this cylinder head to fix the crack. There is one crack here, all right? They're gonna weld the crack, they're gonna fix the guides, then they're gonna resurface, one light resurface here, and one light resurface for the exhaust manifold gasket here to be nice and clean. to be beautiful. Then new valve seals, valve springs. I need to lap also the valves. Oh no, actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lap the valves with the new guides to see that's okay, just in case. You do not lap the valves with the old guides. 101 Tassos, right? Right. So lapping the valves after coming back with the new guides. Yep. And carefully with the surface here. I don't do. What's the thing? That if you resurface the cylinder head and then you put a lapping compound and fail a little bit here, as soon as you try to wipe it out, you're gonna be foggy. And I hate to touch the surface after it's been resurfaced. I would like to don't touch it at all. As it is from the machine, just cleaning it up and then installing it. Now, enough talking, because I have to repeat the same thing to this cylinder head. That's it. Small update. That what needs at the end of the day. Need a valve spring, valve seals, guides, screens, the filters, okay, for its camshaft, and to go to the machine shop. Yep. To go to the machine shop, yep. That's it. Over and out. Thank you very much.